I'm driving the new 2025 Mazda CX-50 Hybrid using Toyota's hybrid technology imported from the RAV4, 219 horsepower, all-wheel drive standard. I could go into all the details, but this is a fuel economy test. And I put about 90 miles of in-town driving on it this week. And I'm out here on the interstate. I'm gonna give you guys highway, high-speed driving impressions as well. And then at the end of this video, we're gonna fill up the CX-50 and tell you guys what my actual real-world fuel economy is. It's telling me about 41 miles per gallon here now that I've been driving at higher interstate speeds. It's been going down compared to city. That's normal on hybrids. And so, yes, I'll be able to tell you actual real-world fuel economy. I'll verify it at the pump in this video today. How will it compare to other hybrids on the market, that sort of thing. All right, on the freeway, doing about 70 here. It's actually, it's quieter than I thought it was gonna be, so that's a good thing. So, just because it can be loud at times, if there are loud trucks going by or Harley's blaring their music or their loud pipes, like it's still acceptable, if not better than average, I would say, for wind suppression. There's not crazy amounts of annoying wind buffeting going on. There's no wind seepage either, so that's good. Road noise and tire noise is actually pretty minimal here, even doing 75. I'm going to go ahead and lock in our cruise control here. Again, if you missed my other videos, you know that there is no lane centering technology at all. So what do we have? Well, if I start to creep into this middle line here, it kind of pushed me back and the steering wheel vibrated. That's all that happened. All right, so it's kind of just a warning system that you're leaving your lane. It's not a driving assistance system to keep you in the middle of your lane to reduce fatigue on the highway. All right, it's not going to move the steering wheel. For example, I'll just leave it alone here. I'm creeping over here. What's it going to do? Oh, there, you just saw what it did, right? It just shoved us back into the lane. So that's a bit disappointing because the competition has lane centering technology on their hybrids. But yes, that's up to you to decide if that is an important feature for you to have or not. It's just not available here on the CX-50 Hybrid whatsoever. And in fact, I don't think it's available on the CX-50 Turbo. Oh my gosh, I hit a rock. In fact, I don't think it's available on the CX-50 Turbo Premium Plus model either, for example. So, all right. The head-up display here is crystal clear for highway driving. It tells me I'm locked at 75. It tells me the pacing with the car in front of me, and it'll, like, if I went over the yellow line right there, it blinks on the head-up display to let me know that you're leaving your lane. So the head-up display in here is fantastic. It also has a blind spot monitor integrated into it. No one's in my blind spot right now, but if there was, there would be some little lines there to let me know someone would be in my blind spot. So I really like the head-up display, and it's only available on the Premium Plus trim here on the CX-50 Hybrid. Let's talk about acceleration, because this doesn't have the same power and torque as the Turbo. Well, okay, I'm gonna slow down a little bit. I'm going about 70 here and pedal down. And there's 85. Like, it's good. I noticed it's really perky between like 60 and 70, but above 70, it's not going to have the same effect as the Turbo, that is for sure. But it is responsive. You put your pedal down and it just goes. It doesn't have to like pick the right gear, but that's the thing. Mazda's 6-speed autos are really, really good at just grabbing the right gear and going. So you're not losing on responsiveness with this eCVT compared to Mazda's 6 speeds. It's very similar in experience. It's just that you're getting better fuel economy here. All right, after being on the interstate for probably about 80, 90 miles, 35.9 miles per gallon doing freeway driving. So I think that's pretty accurate. Now you might be saying, Kirk, you know, EPA driving, wasn't that around 37? Yeah, 37 highway. But you got to remember, EPA highway driving is around like 65 miles per hour, somewhere around there. When you're doing speed 70, 75, sometimes more, it's going to go down. So 35 miles per gallon or so at speeds on the freeway is pretty gospel here, I would say. So before we hop into the gas station, previously my first 90 miles or so were in town, right? And I was seeing 42 to 43 miles per gallon. Now after this averaged in there, it's at 38.8 miles per gallon. That's going to be the benchmark that we're going to have to try to beat at the pump. I have a feeling that this calculator here, this computer for Mazda, is really accurate. So 38 to 39 miles per gallon is what I'm expecting when we fill up. So let's go ahead and cut to that. All right, we just filled it up here at the good old Sam's Club, and we didn't put in that much fuel. So we're gonna take 186.3 miles divided by 4.413 gallons. So it's telling me 42.2 miles per gallon, even though on the clock it says 38.8. So it might not be reading the highway fuel economy quite very accurately, or it might not be reading the city fuel economy. I could have been getting really good city fuel economy. So at least according to the numbers here. Now, I can't keep verifying this. And why can't I keep verifying this? Well, it leaves my house tomorrow, so I can't try this out again another time until I get this car again. But there you have it, 42.2 miles per gallon. Now, here are some X factors on where we could see discrepancies in that total. Okay, it wasn't the same pump. I don't know where the press fleet filled up previously. So the press fleet fills up these cars at typically the closest gas station to my house, and then they drive from there to my house. So one, I don't know, you always have some discrepancies in pump versus pump, how much fuel pumps will put in before they click off. I don't know if previously it was filled past the click, for example. So there are some things that I cannot calculate here because I just don't have that data, but I shut it off one click this time. So if the previous person did it after the second click, I just don't know. But I would say 42 miles per gallon is what I'm getting here. I would say you'd be able to get that easily for in-town driving, highway driving, anywhere from 35 to 40, I would say, just depending on how fast you're going. But there it is. At least pump verified for me. I only put in 4.413 gallons over 186.3 miles. So it did better than I was expecting. Honestly, I thought it was going to be sub 40. And there you have it. So it is beating the EPA estimate. EPA estimate, again, 39 in town, 37 highway, 38 combined overall. It's more efficient, at least in my type of driving that I get, than what EPA gets. I mean, if you look at the Camry Hybrid, I was able to get like 65 miles per gallon, and it's rated at like 55, all right? Also, this has a 14.5 gallon tank. So if we're getting 42 miles per gallon divided or times 14.5, guys, that's 609 miles of range on the CX-50 Hybrid. Not too bad. Keep in mind that's combined range. Highway range is going to be less. Let's say highway range, let's say you're getting 37 miles per gallon on the highway times 14.5. It's still 536 miles of range on the highway. So, hey, I'm happy, very happy with the results here. Again, there's room for error here due to the lack of information I have about the fill up that happened just prior to this. But hey, it's easily over 42 miles per gallon, at least in my testing. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe. I do these highway fuel economy tests and city fuel economy tests combined, I guess you could say, Typically on hybrids, I like to do them to an extent with EVs, and also sometimes with gas cars. I might be able to do it with the Civic Si that I'm getting after this. So because do you need to get the new Civic Hybrid, or can you just get the Civic Si and get crazy good fuel economy? So that's another topic as well. Anyways, I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Mazda, well done with your CX-50 Hybrid. About every manufacturer could benefit from just putting Toyota's hybrid systems in it. So I'm going to end it there. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.